Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be working more on the Morane, bloody French names. I just can't be bothered. So, yesterday I did a little bit of work on adding a little bit of an underside and changing some into XML parts here. So we've got some 6x1 wedges there. And just lining a few things up just to make it look a bit more smooth and pretty. But today we're going to be working on the engine. Now, I can do stuff up to here because I can put dials in. Well, let's just outline where I can actually put controls and stuff. So I can put them here. I can probably put some there. I can't put any there. But I can put some, I can put them here. Or here, if I've got them facing up. I could put one here facing up, but that's probably where the gun's gonna go. So, we don't have a lot of room, but we can work with it. So yeah, let's get onto the engine. I've just put the prop and the clutch on, just to, cause I don't think we're going to be needing to spin the engine propeller very fast, but I think just in case we might actually get rid of the clutch and put a gearbox on now. So we can do that, face it towards the engine so that we generate the most amount of thrust. Okay, we'll grab modular engine clutch. Boom shakalaka. I might actually... What I might do actually is I will put this here. Because I want to get a generator. You probably think, oh, that's going to cost you an engine power. It probably will, but you know, we kind of need it because an alternator, they don't really work that well. But yeah. Okay, so put that there. And where are our crankshaft? There they are. And we're just going to do a single row crankshaft and then a belt drive. Beautiful. So this is probably only going to be maybe like a 3-4 cylinder radial. We don't actually need a huge engine. So let's just put, let's start with 3 cylinders. If we need more power, we can get more power. So this thing doesn't even weigh half a ton, or half a Stormworks ton. So yeah, it's pretty good. Also, some of you will probably be thinking there's going to be a whole lot of rotor torque on this, and it's going to either yaw, or it's going to yaw that way. If it does, what we're going to do is we're going to get this and see how the arrow is pointing up. I'm just going to put it like that. And what do you know, it'll go up or down. But we'll just get rid of it for now so that we can actually focus on the engine. So we've got a generator, so we won't need an alternator, so we can put a starter. Sorry, my sister just came in with her best friend asking about my school. That's an awkward conversation to have. Okay, so let's put a cooling pump because we need to actually cool this engine. Which is probably why it's only going to be 3-cylinder, because I actually do have to cool it to a degree. But we can put like... What we could do is we could do an air cooled, and so we use like an air filter there. So we can't put anything there, but we don't really need to. Then we could wrap that up there, put another coolant manifold. We're gonna have the air access here, so we might end up putting the fuel here and the exhaust here. Or, actually, I've just had a moment of brilliance. What if... Oh, wait, no, I can't eject it out the side like that. Okay, no, so that's not going to work as well. So, okay, so this is the air going in, so the air going out will kind of just go... Just put it out through a ram. That. Okay, so that should cool the engine pretty well. It's going to be air cooled because, yep, that's how it works. Let's get an air manifold, and then let's just put an air ram or air scoop, air ram, same thing. Not really, but oh well. Oh, I do feel like this will work better. I know in Korea it actually costs less to use the scoop. The scoop. I feel like the ram just works better. I don't know why. It probably doesn't, but we are being confronted with a tough decision. Yeah, so that's... Oh, I mean, it works. We could put something under there as well. Why don't we take that off? Let's get a manifold. T manifold. And then let's get the air manifold and the exhaust manifold. And go there. And then we can get a catalytic converter. Oh goodness, this is going to be very hard to work around. Is it worth me kind of putting my... Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to put my fuel manifold here. Face it backwards. And then we're just going to do a bit of a cheat. We're going to get a fluid hose anchor, put it here. So that way we have a way to just pull the fuel through the cabin into the back here, which will have our fuel tank, which will be very small, but it'll work. Okay, so now that we've got that done, let's put, we have to put the exhaust manifold in. Yes. Okay, let's look for an exhaust manifold. There we are. And where can we put this? Put this here or here. Why don't we do both? Let's do both. Symmetry. We can just... Oh wait, hang on. Put the catalytic converter somewhere like Oh, actually, no, that'll work quite well. Let's get a catalytic converter there. Okay. Okay, so we got a catalytic converter. What can we do for this? Because we don't exactly want the exhaust going straight in the pilot's face. Oh. Oh, that's not a pretty look. Okay, no, that's not going to work. Unless, of course, we did like that. And then we did maybe that? Doesn't look right. Oh, this is just getting more complicated by the second. We could put it out the side. Yes, we'll put it out the side. Okay, so let's restore all those blocks to their former glory. And then we can get a manifold again, for like 4th time this video. And then we get a catalytic converter. And I might just get some pipes. And then we'll get maybe a fluid nozzle, because fluid nozzles work quite well for exhausts. Alright, cool. I think off camera I'll probably just patch this up with I'll put an XML block here, 3x1 XML block, so that we can cover that up. Alright, cool, let's save that. And let's put our scoot, no, our RAM. Got my explainers on. Okay, so we've got cooling, got air, kind of got fuel, definitely got exhaust. Let's do a bit of a, ooh, no, let's not do that. Let's do maybe like a semi-test run. I think what I might do is I might link the fuel, actually. So we'll get a fluid hose anchor, link it up here. We'll put that in there. Fix that up. Get our ropes. And let's just see how obvious that is. Because keep in mind that the plane itself is going to be probably red and tan, so well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, I think we can stick with that. So I might. Yeah, no, I think that's good. So we can just put the propeller on the front. I've got engine access underneath. I'll fill this in somehow with something. Yeah. Okay, let's get this engine running. So I'm just going to use someone else's microcontroller because my microcontroller is pretty crap and it's just easier. So, you know, I highly recommend this microcontroller. It's Z's modular engine controller. It works for everything. We're just going to, at the moment, do a simple kind of do that, get our fuel manifold, our air manifold. We will get a couple constant numbers. I'll just put 1 down somewhere, that works. And we'll just attach it to our clutch pressure and our pump and stuff. And we'll put this, we'll just leave it at a 1-to-1 at the moment. And then I think for the time being, fuel access, we'll just get a small fluid tank. And so we'll get that. Make sure it's lined up. It is, and that, yeah, it'll be diesel. Okay, cool. So now that's all sorted. Let's put a battery in because we need electricity. Okay. You got the battery. Battery. Don't know how people say it elsewhere. I think that's it. So we're just gonna let it free run. Actually, let's put a torque meter on this and just see how fast we're running it. And then we will get this. We'll put it about 17. We'll do no overheat protection at the moment. And we're gonna put at throttle 1 we want the RPS at, let's say, let's just do 20, and it idles at 4. Now I hope this works. I really hope it does work, but okay, so I forgot to connect electricity, didn't I? I forgot to connect electricity. It's like, I'll connect them anyway to all the stuff that doesn't even need it, because we're going to redo the circuitry some other time. But what's wrong there? Everything's got inputs, so okay, let's put our trim up and let's just check what's wrong with this engine, because there's no fuel going through or air. We didn't connect the crankshaft RPS, and we didn't connect the data either. Oh goodness, what am I doing? This is okay. So it's now running at 20 RPS. Don't know, why is it idling at like 16 RPS? Oh yes, I remember, because I put my trim up. I'm not thinking at the moment. My brain's still in sleep mode. So let's put this down to 0. And let's just hit 1. And we should see that this is running nicely at 4 RPS. Yeah, beautiful. So that's running really well. Let's put a propeller on it. So let's get a rotor, a light rotor. Let's just face it in that direction, because I feel like it's, I don't know, we're just gonna do some trial and error with this. Oops. Okay, no, this is what we want. We want to actually spawn the thing. Okay, so it hardly moves when the engine's running on idle, which is good. As soon as we put the throttle up, it should start to, and it's got no power. But that's because the gearbox is at like 1:1, so let's just put this up. We might have to get rid of that thing at the end. Oh. This is progress. It's not liftoff though. The engine definitely isn't running at 20 RPS. I would be terrified if this was real life. Oh goodness. Yes, the engine doesn't actually have enough power. It just doesn't have enough lift. Okay, let's return that to workbench and let's see if we can amp the power up a little bit. Maybe we can do that by just adding another cylinder. How am I gonna do that? I don't know. Let's I think I'm gonna call it a day and I'll just do a bit of a time lapse on working on this engine.